I want to make some point. He said supplementary textbooks. You see this book in the school. This is the textbook. There's nothing like a workbook in addition to it. This is the please. I'm coming. This is the textbook prescribed by the school,
and this is not approved by NACA.
So I'm saying that
it's not approved by NACA.
So I'm saying that Israel. I don't have much knowledge in education system. I'm a parent. I want my wards to go to school.
Yeah.
Who approved the books for them to use? And I'm saying that. He is saying that they did not design it like this. No problem. But this is what the schools across are prescribing for us to buy.
So I'm
saying that all the books that we analyze here, we don't have any textbooks. All of them are works books that he's talking about. There's no textbooks here. All of them are books that they write into them. All of them.
Which again goes to the schools.
Thank you.
Because it's the schools, as far as I'm concerned, and from what you're saying, it's the schools that are making you buy these ones.
It's not Israel.
Blessing.
All right. In fact, Miracle. Because, like you said, I want to bring it. We've been exploited for years. To buy this book for a ward, we are talking about 3,000. Yesterday, they gave me my list. For his knowing, yesterday, the lists are already out. The list for the school, and these are the books. So they have a lot of work to do because 2 weeks from now, school will be yes. And these are the book, like he said. So now, let me say this. Even if I don't think I'm okay, our concerns for this program, we are sorry to be, our petition is already there. Number one, this textbook, he said they will soon take a Kababa Ghana. Because these are all the textbooks, like he's saying. Now, our problem is the textbooks they've written. I want to ask, he will answer that for us. The one that NACA has approved, is it going to be work inside like this? Apart from the workbook, because this is textbooks.
Let him answer.
Okay, so I said that it's part of our criteria, submission criteria. If you are submitting a book for assessment, the book must come with a textbook, must come with a teacher's guide, must come with a workbook for basic schools. But for senior high school, we don't recommend any workbook. So the workbook there are just supplementary assessment items. So
essentially, he's saying the workbook is not mandatory.
No, I'm not talking about the work. This is textbook. This is not workbook. So they won't be writing inside.
From his explanation, this isn't approved textbook.
Yes.
Okay.
And it is not.
I understand. And
so teachers, so parents should be. So parents, we are going to educate you that now when you get to the market, get to the big shops, don't buy books that have not been approved by NACA. Now the QR code is there. Use your phone, scan, and apart from that, there is something we are going to introduce. We just had a discussion on it last week. Now we are going to introduce what is called stamp. So for a publisher who comes to NACA for assessment and then say that, okay, after approval, I'm going to print 5,000 books. Then you issue 5,000 stamps, just like what we have on alcoholic drinks and all that. So we will put it there. So when you are done selling that one, you come back again if you want to print more, so that we will use that one to check from the system. If you don't see those stamps on the books, it means those books haven't come to NACA.
It's a lie. You know, I may not turn them.
But you see, but when you say
what we're saying that you don't prescribe books.
Yeah.
The books are given to you by the schools. So who should do this work?
So they're saying this, they are going after the schools.
Yes. Well. Number two, we are complaining of the 2 minute subjects. We came with with agenda.
Okay.
2 minute subjects, which brings pain at the back of our wards. Yeah. Number three.
I think I wrote that.
Number three, the hours of learning. By 5:30, my children are awake. By 5, they are awake.
Before then, can we say that with the textbook issue in the words, we've come to some understanding?
But this,
especially because
2 weeks from now they're opening. So which books are we going to buy?
Israel.
Okay, especially because he's asking a question.
Yes.
2 weeks from now, you're reopening. Are you, whatever measures you're putting in place, will that, affect the books you're going to be buying for the reopening?
Okay, so just like
will the impact or the actions be taken before they buy the books?
Just like Hashmi said, for the basic schools, KG2 to primary 6, we have reviewed the curriculum. We have submitted a draft copy to the minister, waiting cabinet approval.
Again.
So,
but before that be implemented then for? Hold on. Will that be implemented then for this?
So I'm going to
calendar.
So we are waiting for the minister's directive and then cabinet approval. But as it stands now, we haven't heard anything. So we assume that we are still going to go by what is in existence.
Okay.
What is in existence. And so what we are saying is that the approved books from NACA are also in the system.
Okay. So
if they want to buy books this coming September for the awards, they should look for books that have been approved by NACA.
Before then, you've indicated that you intend to go after the schools. And I'm asking, because that's supposed to give them some relief.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm asking, are you going to go after the schools before they reopen?
I'm saying that we have even released, I have a copy, we can even project. I have a copy of the letters that we have written to the schools, that no school should patronize any unapproved book or recommend any, even after our approval, after you have even seen that the book have been approved by NACA, you still have to come to us for recommendation before you can even purchase that book for your awards. So we are going to, we have initiated steps to service all that.
So we can say, so as you're saying, you're concerned that you're going to be reopening the schools, and so which books are you going to buy? Now they're saying that even if, so at this point, even if the school tells you, go and buy this book, you should be able to tell the school that no, it has not been approved by.
Let's see the recommendation letter from NACA. Make photocopies.
Does that work as far as the books, the textbooks are concerned?
Israel.
So that we can move on to the other.
Israel, 1 minute. Since we've been speaking about textbook, we've never seen even one textbook here yet too. All what we are talking about here are
no, there's one that's been approved.
It's a work. It's not textbook.
No, the one that has been approved.
It's not textbook.
So this is also a work.
So what I'm saying is that. So you are going to buy a book for your award. If you are a parent and you walk to a bookshop to buy a book for your award, definitely you will have to open it to see.
Yeah.
The fact that you have written here textbook, we don't have an inscription as a workbook, but you open it and you see that it's a workbook. Please don't buy it. These are all these illusions to scam parents.
Mr. Lai,
okay.
So it's approved because
it's approved. So again, they're saying there are 3 things that have been approved.
Yes.
There's the teacher's guide. There's a textbook
and the workbook.
And then the workbook.
Yes.
So the textbook, yes, you need to get it.
Yes.
The workbook should be optional.
It's optional. It should be optional.
Okay. So if the school tells you, and again, the school, you should be able to also tell the school that NACA says that if the book is not approved by NACA, we're not going to buy it. And again,
you have to help us.
And again, if the book is a workbook, it is not mandatory. Okay. Does that solve the problem of the textbooks for us?
Not really, because I know that we are hearing from information. I have never heard. It says out. This is a serious announcement that needs to be made to the public.
True.
In 3 stations and everything. So everybody will know.
So take it for us.
Now it's
you will come to
no. As part of our.
So he mentioned 3.
Hashmin.
He mentioned 3.
Are you going to support NACA so that we can put out these announcements?
Yes, it will be part of our PR campaign aimed at getting the information to the doorstep of every Ghanaian.
So we're getting the commitment from the ministry right now to NACA. That they're going to support you to ensure that these announcements go out.
Yes.
So the exploitation is significantly reduced. Okay. So we're done with the textbook issue, but we also have some pupils in the studio, and I want to hear from them. What do you make of all the conversations we're having, and the issue of the textbooks and workbook? What do you have to say about all the issues we're discussing? Textbooks, workbook, and all that. Are you happy with the current situation? Are you happy with the current situation?
Please, what if Mercy Atim?
Which school?
St. Joseph.
Okay.
What if the parents hasn't gone to school and the parent doesn't know how to read?
You read for your parents.
Thank you. God bless you.
You read for your parents.
God bless you.
So that is why we are saying that we are charging the schools that before they can recommend any book to any parent to go and buy, they should come for a recommendation. So once the school flout this, it means they have gone against our directive, and we will go after them.
And yes, we're taking questions from you as well. So if you don't have a contribution, but you have a question asking the school children, yes, we're happy to.
Yeah.
Just one. It looks like
Take the microphone.
It looks like we started a bit before they came, so they might not get the understanding properly. So some of them are just wondering.
Okay.
So let's just use a minute to explain it to them.
To recap. Okay.
To recap. Yeah.
So to you, the school children who are just joining us or joined us halfway through the program, your parents have complained that the schools essentially are exploiting you or exploiting them because they're having to buy books for you all the time. And there are all manner of books in the system. And they're buying different books and books that they cannot pass on to your siblings. And they also talk about the fact that the books are heavy. So you are having to carry so many books.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
Let's talk about the weight. Is the weight or the plenty books that you're having to deal with a problem for you?
Israel, before they come in with the weight, there's a timetable. How many subjects do you have in a day?
We have 7 subjects.
7 subjects.
A day.
Yes,
JHS?
a day.
A day.
7 subjects.
Textbook, workbook, exercise book.
Notebook.
So 3.
So
no 21.
21.
So what
How about
we have-
notebook?
Please, let me respond to that. Can I? Yeah. So what we have done to solve that situation is that if a publisher submits a book for assessment, say integrated science or general science, and it's made out of JHS 1, JHS 2, JHS 3, we ask the publisher to go and spread them into 3. So you have only integrated science for junior high school 1, integrated science for junior high school 2, integrated science for junior high school 3. 1, to release the burden from the parents of having to buy books that they are not planned for. Because your award is just in junior high school 1. So you have planned for your award to purchase book for him or her at junior school 1. But now, because the book is combined, you have to buy for year 1, year 2, year 3. So we have done that before you submit a book.
So you buy 1 book. That's for 3.
Yes, that was.
Is that the current situation?
No, hitherto that was what was being done, but formally. But now we have solved that situation to increase the volume.
But it's the same thing.
That rather put burden,
Increase the
cost
volume
on
or
us,
to decrease the volume of
To decrease the volume
and put
so
cost
that-
on us.
No, not on you. So to decrease the volume, so that if the book is 150 pages and it's being split into 3, at least it will be 50 for junior high school. So the learner will have to just carry that one for junior high school 1. The learner doesn't need to carry the book for junior high school 2. You know, to say once he or she is in junior high school 1.
So they're saying that if it's combined, they have just one.
If it's 100 Ghana, it's 100
100 Ghana cedis, then that's it. They,
So now have to
they
be
use
300
it, they will
cedis.
take it through.
Yes.
But then if you split it into 3, now they have to.
The cost is based on the number of pages from the publishers. The number of pages, not that this book. In fact, this book, that is how it is.
Let me hear from. Let me hear some
an
from more of the
experience point of
children.
view.
So you're saying you have 7 subjects,
yes.
and that is a problem because it will mean that essentially you're carrying about 21 books in your bag. Okay. How differently would you want it done? Do you want the subjects to be reduced?
Microphone.
Yeah, I want the subject to be reduced and the books.
The volume of the number of books to also to be reduced.
To also reduce.
As for reduction of subjects, I'm not sure. Is that something that?
Yes. So before we review this curriculum, we went to do evaluation, and we interviewed about 300 learners across the country. About 95% of them said that they are okay with the subject, the number of subjects.
The 7 subjects.
It's 9.
It's 9.
It's 9 for junior high basic. So they are okay
We're
with that.
talking about the number of subjects. Number of subjects a day.
So we don't say it's number of subjects, but in totality, what they offer in junior high school is 9 Primary is not.
They're
About
saying,
basic education.
okay, so
About
the
the primary
parents,
level.
please speak up.
It's actually 10 because we have French. This is French. Well, these people they can't speak.
Please, you see, French is not compulsory across the country. So if we are, even in some school they do Spanish, some school do Chinese, but you don't say that is what is happening across the country.
Okay.
Israel, how about
So
they have English 1, English 2?
No.
They have, I'm sorry. They have the English. We have English 1, English 2, before we have comprehension. Is it comprehensive or something? So English alone is like 3. Ask them.
That is.
Let's hear from them. Let's hear from them.
English alone is 3. English alone is 3.
No. You see,
Stand and speak. Hold on.
English alone is 5.
Yes, please. It's English, grammar, literature, comprehension, composition, and oral.
English alone 5 books.
No.
That is,
No.
we have English as a subject.
Exactly. Everything
by
is together.
Naka. But
They don't
English
have 5
as
books.
trans.
Yeah.
So we have not said that English should be separated into composition,
Alone.
comprehension, and
Yes.
we have English. Please listen. All those books we are talking about.
When you have to speak, use a microphone.
All those books we are talking have not been approved by NACA.
As a parent, how will I know that? I'm just a parent. So who is in charge of the schools? Who sees to it that this book is supposed to work? Because I'm just a parent. I send my boys to school to be educated. You are giving them English alone 5 books for us to buy. No problem.
It's a tripartite approach. The parents need to help us. NACA needs to come in. The government needs to come in. And
I don't even know what
after
is
we have even educated you. After we have even educated you, if we still go ahead and buy that book, how do we see it? How can we say that don't go? Because it's our money. So we need education. You need to help us. We need to help you. It's a tripartite approach. So that is the education we are saying. And Hashmin has given the assurance that over these few days, they are going to support us to carry this message across the country that no school, you see, we need to begin or start from somewhere and get to somewhere. So please, we are assuring you, NACA is assuring you. In fact, the agencies under the ministry are collaborating well enough. NACA is doing its work, making sure that there is that compliance, there is that standardization. NACA is making sure that the books and textbooks are approved. NTC is making sure that they train teachers professionally to be able to implement the curriculum. So we are all working together. So help us to achieve our common objective by making sure that there is value for money and that we achieve the desired learning outcomes we all envisage to have.
One question.
I'm going to come from the point of view as a teacher in the classroom. And she mentioned that 5
English.
So those are aspects, but it's only one aspect that the books are different.
Yes.
So all the others, they are embedded in one document, one book. And so in that one book, you have grammar, you have composition, you have comprehension, you have oral language in there. And so it's a single book.
Use your microphone.
Is that the case? Please respond to that.
So
no, is that the case?
Yes, because,
exactly.
So please hold on. So with English, you have 2 books, 2 textbooks to use. Why?
So which are these 2 English?
The literature, which is aside, and then the others.
Okay, so there's literature and English.
Yeah.
So why can't we make these books?
No, see, no you, I don't know how to explain this, but then when you pick the literature, we are developing readers who are going to be leaders.
Yes.
Okay.
And the literature gives diverse perspectives. You are studying, you are reading, you agree. And so if you agree, then you have to come to the understanding that we can have all the books, all the texts that are boxed in one.
Oh, why? But
no, you can't. Okay,
have
that.
I think at this point,
then my issue with
ancestral sacrifice and all those ones, we read it at the senior high school.
Do same for composition and the oral. So why can't you do it for lit?
You see, what I'm saying is that NACA only knows of only one English as a subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other ones are aspects or strands in the English.
Okay.
So it is the prerogative of other publishers to say that, okay, let me only write on composition. Let me only write on comprehension. Let me only write on grammar. And then these schools or parents or learners go to the market and buy these books, which have not also been approved by NACA. What we sit at NACA and know is that we only have English language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Francis Achu Sesu, a parent.
Yeah.
My question to NACA is that, as he said that they are now preparing to come out with a textbook, My question is these textbooks going to be on one series, or they are going to be changed every year? They have to change. Maybe we have Excellence this year. Another year we have Jubilee Excellence series, and then another one we'll be having Gyimaah series. So I just want to ask him.
Yeah, so like before I began my conversation, I said that if you go to other jurisdictions, their agency responsible for curriculum has been expanded to even develop textbooks and other things. But Ghana, our situation is not like that. If you go to Malaysia, before you can come out with a textbook, it's not easy. You need to have about 40 authors, with all the stakeholders contributing to that book.
Okay.
So when that book comes out, it's robust, and then it's accepted and recommended by government that this is our textbook, and that is what should be used. But in Ghana here, it isn't like that.
So we haven't gotten there.
We haven't gotten there yet. Here, one publisher can just be in his
why can't we?
Yeah, so
it doesn't used to be like that when we were in school.
So we are resetting. That's what has been said. We are resetting. That is why now our LI and other things have been passed.
Okay.
That has empowered us. And
we've been getting some comments on social media, yes. And so we're going to go on to social media. Yes. I have a Asiedua who's standing by to bring us some of the comments we have on social media. Hello, Asiedua.
Hello, Easy. Well, thank you very much.
What have they been saying on Twitter?
Well, we have a number of concerned parents, who have sent in messages. So we are going to our WhatsApp page and read some of them. Also, get some messages from Facebook as well. But you at home, you can continue sending in your messages if you have any concerns. Let's get on started with, so this one says, Israel Liar, good morning. Yes, classical education is expensive in the developed Western countries, but it shouldn't be so in our part of the world, where some governments are trying to make education free, even to the tertiary. Wise man, Mankisimo. Thank you very much, Wise man. Moving on to the next week. Good morning to you. It is standard civic prudence for legal entities and private citizens alike to hold officials within our municipal assemblies accountable, ensuring that public funds allocated to them are put to proper use. Kudos to the public official who engage directly with the municipal assemblies, questioning them on disbursed funds and demanding efficient utilization to curb corruption. Okay, so let me put this out there. Let me reiterate this. I'm pleading with you. Please send in messages pertaining to what is being discussed on here. Okay? Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, hello, good morning. I'm enjoying your show this morning. Well, thank you very much. Moving on to the next. Okay, so the person sent images. Let's see if you can download them. Okay. And it says that this is a basic 5 book approved by NACA. You can't understand it as a teacher, let alone teach for the learner to understand. So if I can open okay. So this is Design Ghana series, Creative Arts for Primary Schools, Book 5. Okay, and then just an image of the back. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what we got for the next one. Okay, please, I don't agree with what some of the panelists are saying. In our time, around 1970s, every school in Ghana used the same books across the country. It's about asking all the authors to harmonize all the books so that every school has the same books in the country. It's a business for teachers. Publishers come to convince them with certain commissions on books sold out to the students, so they force students to buy. It's been made such that younger learners can't use the books their elder siblings used after they complete school. Those books are packed and new ones bought for the younger ones. Chief Kuzagbe. Okay, thank you, Chief, for your message. We've got a number of them. Let's continue. Good morning, sir. In fact, I like the discussion going on. I think government has to do something about it, because why can't all my kids get into basic 1 or 2 use the same books? And why should the same student solve works in the same textbooks, which does not allow the second child to come and use it and have to buy for the second child too? In fact, it's worrying.
Yeah, so it's the response to that from NACA is that this is going to stop.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So that they're not supposed to write in textbooks.
No. Yes.
So then the textbook can be passed on to the other.
Those should be named as work books, but not textbooks.
Yes. So the ones that are written in are work books, And those ones, yes, it's optional. So if you have the textbook, as for the textbook, you can pass it on to your other
sibling.
To your other sibling.
And so, and again, sanitizing the system. Just yesterday, we put a message across that even consortiums and other entities that are into assessment, you know, some of them, some of the private schools and even public schools go to hire services of other consortiums that are into assessment. They buy their questions and all that. So we have also said a communique around that no consortium should do that. Before you can do that, you need to come to NACA for certification and training.
Let's get some more.
Teachers and other people shouldn't patronize those.
All right, so we've got a number of messages, so pardon me to, you know, we have to consume almost all of them so you can address the questions coming up. Okay, so good morning, my name is Charles. Please, the main point here is to get a result by reaching a destination is right, but we have many avenues, about 4, which all is good. The teacher has given you one way. Now you think it's far. Look at the remaining route, which you think will help you. That becomes your additional cost. Thank you. The main problem here is changing books yearly, while a book used by my senior brother can't be used by me and my junior sister and next to her. That is where parents have issues with. Yes, that's what it's being looked at the moment. Okay, so so dear Israel, I'm really mesmerized by children education has become a racket. In fact, we as parents are too stretched and are being ripped off by the private schools and public schools. Israel, your topic today is giving me as a parent information very relevant. We are in serious educational crisis, which must be remedied and sanction schools who don't follow rules. Good morning, Charles Echampon, Seshri Humjibre in the Bibiani and Kwai municipality in the Western North region. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got, I believe that we've got another parent sending in images. We've got, please, Lai, I am a teacher in one of the basic schools. Kindly find out from Dr. Amwa why they have approved the above textbooks supplied by the government without any teacher guide accompanied by the textbooks. Okay, so let me try to download them and then let's see. Okay, moving on to the next. And on to the next. All right, so, Doc, please, have you seen the books?
Just for your attention.
Okay, so someone is asking why
it's been approved.
These ones have been approved.
So I'm saying that seeing the inscription as approved is not enough.
Yeah.
You have to scan the QR code actually to see whether it will take you to our website. That is what is most important.
Okay. Is there a shorter process? This is like a long process.
Please, Isidro, let's go back to that image so that the doc can see the very image that you put up.
Where is it at?
Yeah, that's one.
No, not this one. I think this one. Yeah. Okay. This one.
Okay. So this is doc. That's it on the bigger screen.
Let me look at it on the bigger screen. Is there an inscription that is approved by NACA?
See that down there?
Yeah.
What have they written?
I can't even see properly.
And there's no even QR code. You see, I'm saying that one can just easily be written. But where it comes with a QR code and you scan the code and it tells you that is what is properly approved by NACA. By writing there approved by NACA is
it's not enough.
You can go to the other messages.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next. Next one says, good morning. I just want to reiterate the points made by my DGG, NACA Dr. Amwa, that all publishers should be aware that come September, we will come after all unapproved textbooks. Management of NACA has the full backing of the board to prosecute that agenda. Professor Vincent Asamfo, board chairman NACA. Okay. All right, this one is a birthday one. Okay, let's move on to the next. Thank you for the good work you're doing. Please, the mathematics they are showing there are being used in the public schools with the inscription of based on NACA. Again, the subject-specific app is used in the senior high school only. You can check it there. I'm Aben. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Good morning. This is a very educative interaction. How much does it cost to get NACA access a material? I hear submission is 200 Ghana cedis, QR code is 150 Ghana cedis, assessment fee, book less than 200 pages, 1,750 Ghana cedis, books above 200 pages, 2,130 Ghana cedis. Thus, one book with less than 200 pages sent for assessment at NACA will cost 2,100 Ghana cedis. One book with more than 200 pages sent for assessment at NACA will cost 2,480 Ghana cedis. Is that also not too much, causing publishers to shy away from?
No.
Thanks.
How do you
Larbi.
respond? How do you respond to that?
If
they've listed, they've listed the fees.
If I want to take you through our assessment processes, that 2,100 for...
Let's put the fees up on the screen.
Put it there. So we have 3 assessors. You submit a book, the book goes to 3 different assessors. Some of them are teachers in the classroom, some of them are renowned university professors.
That's what we have it.
Yes, renowned university professors and all that. So
submission, is it 200?
Yes, 200.
QR code, 150.
150, yes, please.
Assessment fee, books less than 200 pages, 1,750.
Yes.
And then books above. So you confirm that.
If you look at the benchmarking, across the group, Ghana has the least payment for assessment. So another time we went to India and we were talking about this, and it was people, are you serious?
No, because Ghana has the least, but you have allowed so many.
Yes, so that is why we did all that just to motivate and entice the publishers to submit their books. You see, because this 1,750, we have 3 different assessors, university professors and lecturers who are going to go through this assessment. So they will go through this book page by page, grammatical error, the diction, the font, and all that. They will have to correct it differently, and then submit a report. Some of them, it has to take a month, 2 months. So if we are sharing 1,750 for 3 university assessors, how much will each get?
Okay.
So after that, the book will have to come back with the report to the publisher for them to effect the changes and the corrections. Afterwards, it needs to be submitted again to those people for verification to see that the reports they wrote and the issues they found have been rectified. So and Stella, all these processes are paid from that 1,700.
Stella, you being a teacher, with all the things that Doc is talking about, the processes it goes through, has it resulted in like quality outcomes? Because he's saying the professors will proofread and all of that.
Yeah.
Are we saying that it comes without grammatical errors and typos and...
There are still errors in the textbooks. There are still errors in the textbooks, but I'm sure that measures are being put in place so that the new books that will be released goes through the right channel.
No, but you're talking about books that have gone through the right channel and still have...
There are still mistakes.
Doc,
yes. Yeah.
So how do you have the professors, 3 professors, take money to do all that and still end up with a shoddy job?
I think
because and that's quite serious.
Yes.
Because for the children, they are seeing the textbooks as gospel. So whatever errors are in there, they are going to consume the errors.
Yes. So, like I'm saying, you see, out of this 20 books submitted here, it is only 1.
Oh no, we're talking about approved
yes,
books.
I'm going to go there. So, and I said that even the approved books that we write approved, is it actually approved by NACA? Yes, if it's approved by NACA and there are errors, I can't say they may not be errors, but those errors are minimal.
Okay.
Yeah, minimal.
They are minimal to the barriers.
So that's another thing that the schools must take note of. If the textbooks haven't gone through the processes and approval by NACA, you're feeding your students, your pupils, to say, with chaff. So the schools should please take these things very seriously. Let's go back to Esiedo. She has more comments.
Right. Okay. Okay, let's move on to our next message. Samit Boache Asabankese says, okay, I'm not going to read this one because it's talking nothing education here, so pardon me on that. Good morning, Israel. Please, can Dr. Amar repeat the websites and the apps for parents and teachers who access the curriculum and the expanded curriculum?
Yes, please mention. If you want to go to our NACA website, it's www.naka.gov.gh. www.naka, that is NACA.gov.gh.
Okay. Can we have that inscribed on the screen so that
www.naka.gov.gh. That is
www.naka.gov. Naka is NACCA.gov.gh. Okay.
That is one. But if you want to go to the microsites, where we have all the supplementary materials, the curriculum, and other reading materials, it is www.curriculumresources.edu.gh.
Isn't that accessible from the NACA website?
Yes, if you go to our website, there's a link that can take you to the microsite.
So if you go to the website, and I actually love it if we could actually go to the website now so we can show the parents exactly that. So let's try and get that up, pull that up for the parents. In the meantime, we'll continue reading the comments as you do it.
Right, next one, good morning to you all. As parents, sometimes we do not get the opportunity to see the textbooks before purchasing them. In most cases, schools provide parents with a list of required textbooks together with their prices for purchase. I'm therefore pleased that the Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Harun Idrisu, has empowered NACA to inspect schools and take appropriate action against those selling or using unapproved textbooks. This is commendable. This is a commendable initiative that will help protect parents and ensure that only approved and quality textbooks are used in our schools. My sincere regards to Mr. Hashim, Press Secretary to the Honorable Minister of Education for his continuous public education and clarification on matters relating to education. Mustafa TTH. All right, let's take some more messages. Good morning, sir. I am John Yalman, Talency. I am more confused than you. From what I am hearing, education in Ghana has a problem because during our time, class 1 up to 6 textbook was the same thing across the country. The content, chapters, etc. was the same, and the same textbook or books can be passed on to your sister or brother or any relatives. 2 weeks from now, as the school are about to reopen, is too short to do the corrections from the textbooks. Thanks and good morning to you all.
Okay, so as John is saying, I mean, that's what I also thought was the case, because I recall the books some of the textbooks I had back then.
Did you go to a private school or public school?
A private school.
So public school, it wasn't like that. No.
So public schools, you had different textbooks.
Yes. So you could have one that is purchased by the government, but it doesn't mean that that is the only textbook existing.
So I would have to go and find out some, because I thought we're using, and so at the basics level, yes, I went to a private school, but then I went to the secondary school that all of us.
So at our time we had GAST.
Same textbook.
Yeah, we had GAST as the senior high school science, but then there were other science textbooks.
Okay,
the GAST was the one that was written by
I did
subject associations.
The old system.
Okay.
So O level, A level. So, but I'm saying O level. I know JSP, Joint Schools Project for Mathematics. Okay, and I knew that was what everybody else was using.
It's still there, Ijo.
It's still there.
It's still there.
But there are other ones.
There are other books. These are, I call them supplementary books.
Yes.
These are supplementary books. The real textbooks are there to support the curriculum in the public schools.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to ask one question.
Like I said before, since we started, we've not seen any of the textbooks yet over here. But I want to ask the people who are in the decision making, now that whose job to make sure that the teachers are prescribing the right books?
NACA has actually come out to say that they are going to clamp down and ensure that.
For how many years this thing has been existing in the system? The point I'm trying to make it is that if NACA, he's saying that they are going to.
Yeah.
Our children has been consuming these things for quite a long time now. Like you said, growing up, we have, only one textbook. I mean, what they are saying supplementary, they've promoted the supplementary more than the textbook. So even the words over, don't even know the textbook.
They know the textbook. Israel, you can ask them. If there are new textbooks, do you have them in your school?
Please, I am a parent that buys books.
You don't have any textbook in your school.
The book. This is what I'm. The point I'm trying. This is what.
She asked a question.
Okay.
No. You don't have textbooks.
Please. So let me land. Please let me land. Please let me land. I'm saying that. All these are books from parents. It's a proof. We've none of us even come with a textbook. You are saying that all these are supplementary. But I'm asking a question that whose job is it to make sure that the teachers prescribe textbooks, not
that is NACA
now
supports.
But NACA is there. But all these things are in the market and we are buying. We are not buying textbooks, we are buying supplementary.
So it is good that we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now the conclusion or the resolution is that you, the parents, you also have a responsibility to tell the teachers after this conversation and everybody else watching that the schools are supposed to give you or recommend
list of recommended books. They should also attach the NACA recommendation recommending those books to you. They should make copies to you.
And the parents, when you get the books that have been recommended by the schools, go to the NACA website. Which is www.naca.gov.gh www.nacca.gov.gh and check so that if you're giving books that have not been recommended or approved by NACA, then you take on the schools.
Yes. Periodically, we also release these messages through our social media handles, and they should follow us.
Okay, Israel, I think I didn't mention my name earlier on. My name is Daryl Tete. But in summary, what I want as a parent is that, fine, education should be economical. 2, health-wise, our children shouldn't have spine problems at the end of the day.
Because they're carrying lots of...
Yes. And then number 3, if it's possible, we are now in a new era. Israel, you can remember when I said Kreteke Soya, my friend Little Drum, everybody, all of you here, you can recite it. But it's not like that anymore.
Yeah, but as they explained, the world has also advanced.
Yes. So what I'm trying to bring across is that what we want to have is, let's have it in a more affordable way.
Okay.
Organized way.
Okay.
This child is learning something different. The other one is also learning something different.
Not necessarily. So they're saying they're teaching them the same thing. Except they're using different textbooks.
Different. Okay. So please, I came earlier on with the tablets, and you said we were jumping ahead. But I don't know whether it's okay for me to suggest it now.
No, you can suggest it.
Well, other countries are moving away from it.
Even before, even before he moved,
send our children to it.
Even before
tablets as textbooks.
Yes.
So that if they
the
have
ministry,
the
ministry is looking at all these possibilities, and then. But you cannot do that until maybe the curriculum is approved. When the curriculum is approved, that is where the ministry will now look at all maybe acquiring or procuring tablets for this school. We are already doing it for the senior high schools, and it is possible that we can do it at the basic level. I've seen several discussions on that, and then if there is a possibility for that to be done, the ministry will not hesitate to look at that.
We are going to repeat same for the basic schools, and even the subject-specific apps that has all these materials there for free. We are going to make sure that we make it available for our primary.
Okay, blessings.
So you see, all this that is going on, few things are not like the 2 things I'm also concerned. The subject. I have three class 3, sir. 10 subjects. And let's mention the subject here that that's why they do 7 a day. You understand? So going forward, it's still okay for my son to go and learn from 6:30, and then they do classes 6:30 to 7:30. I mentioned 2 things. I want it to be addressed because the subjects 7 years, 10 subjects. Now from morning, at time by 4:30 they come home. Part of them is because of the teachers, but the subject. Can NACA do something about government? Because I don't know, and by the time they finish, they don't need my time.
They're exhausted.
My time. But this thing takes them through JSS. By the time they finish JSS, they don't know anything. They go through SS. They don't have, and our courses are more like speaking grammar, not practical education now. Me, I know I can do tile in all this place because of JSS. The whole place. I can tile the whole of this place. My house, I did it because of JSS. Go for vocational skills, life skills, and technical. Things. And from there, I knew in my heart that I won't go to Accra. I will go to technical straight.
Okay.
And my strength was there.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a guy. Please, I'm coming. I had a guy that called Raymond. He was good in agric. You see, but when we finished, there was no way they could motivate him to do agric. You see, now he's doing something different. My point is, these courses, let's go through and see. By the time the world is going, and computer will choose course for a whole human being. Mm-hmm. Because they say this guy doesn't, he didn't get the mark he wants to get, so you now choose a course for the guy. I have a university student.
No, that's
right. I'm saying that because of your greed, because of your greed, they will decide to go here. No. But what I'm saying is that if the courses can help us, if it can help our system to help the children from class 3 to class 6 to JSA, they will now be able to know that this
so even from a very young age.
So
let me respond.
Israel, the revised curriculum intends to deal with all the issues that he's raising. Because we are now going to introduce artificial intelligence, coding, BSTEM, and then improve TVET, even at that at the foundation. Yes, yeah, even at that basic level. So it is at we are already.
So we have a parent here, Seth Hammond. He's a deputy national communications director of the PPP. He has a point to also make. Let's pass on the microphone to him and let him make his point.
Thank you, Israel.
Yes.
Thank you, Israel, and good morning to our parents. My concern has to be that because of this textbooks issue, teachers has become lazy. And let me go straight to the point.
Okay.
I'm building a point. In our time, during the 70s and the 80s, the textbooks are there. It is the teachers that goes, make their notes, bring it to the class, and help a student copy it on the blackboard. By copying it on the blackboard, it sticks into your mind. So when the exam is due, you are able to write. But since this textbook issue came into being, teachers, textbook referral, then go and do research.
On internet, class 3, class 1.
Go and do your research. And the teachers don't even go through the textbooks. You can ask the students here. Some of the English that are being used in the textbooks, they don't even understand. It is way above their thinking. My point is this. Please, NACA, help the teachers so that they can go through the textbooks, bring it down to the level of the students so that they can also read and understand. Number 2, because of this textbooks issue, now when you raise your child's bag, it's more than someone who's a competition. The textbooks are so heavy. 7 subjects. Each subject has a note that they write. So in the back, they are carrying about 14, 15 books in the back. 21. Different their homework, their exercise books.
Textbook.
And this thing has transcended down to the primary school, stage 1 or class 1. When you leave their bag, it's so heavy. They have all these textbooks. And this is bringing problem to our parents. I know of a parent whose child has had kyphosis because of this. Because the bag is too heavy. When he or she carries the bag, they cannot move forward. Very true. And this thing has been going on. And NACA keeps on introducing textbooks every year. And even when you watch the textbook carefully, all the authors are different. Author A will write this, author B will write this. And some of the school will tell you, go and buy this specific textbook.
Yeah.
If you don't have it,
please, correction. Point of correction.
We'll come to it. We'll come. Let's.
Go and buy this specific textbook. If you can't get it at the school, then go to the market. At times when you go to the market, the textbooks are finished. Then it means your son on your ward is not having any
stranded. Okay.
Throughout
my son had the same
which is worrying.
Okay. So before you came, you joined in a little earlier. I mean, you've made your points, so you can take it.
I'll talk from the perspective of a teacher.
Before you came in, we had addressed some of these things. So I'll let Stella go.
So I'm going to talk from the point of view as a teacher. Now, from what I said, teachers have not become lazy. Your children are becoming lazier because the world has evolved. Number two, the textbook.
Explain to me, because from what? Pete said.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
So then you have to use some teachers.
If you are telling me our wars are becoming lazier, no.
Then teachers have not become lazy.
My point is this. In our time, it is the teachers that do the reading, comes and explain it to us. But in this modern era, you go to, is it AI or what you have?
Google.
The teachers will just give the assignment, go to Google, go and research. At times, some of the English that they find, they can't not even understand the word.
Please, where do your children attend school?
One is here.
Okay. Now, when you ask further, the textbooks for me are reference points where the teachers, after they've taught, look at the duration the teacher is supposed to teach. And so the teacher gives points right on the board. Let me land. Right on the board, and the child is to read further. Now, textbooks are not supposed to be carried to school.
Yes. Really?
Yes. Textbooks yes, they are not supposed to be carried in the box every day to school. The 7 textbooks, the textbooks are to be home. Because when I'm teaching, they are reference materials. Yes. When I'm teaching, you cannot be flipping through the notes when I'm teaching. You write the notes that I write on the board, you write them in your books. And so I think a lot of education has to go on. You cannot say that teachers have become lazy. Say some in quotes.
I think this point also has to be put across.
Yeah.
The reason this is also coming up is because they're carrying workbooks as textbooks.
Yes.
You see, so they're telling them that this is a textbook, and they are taking the textbooks to school. Meanwhile, they'll go and write in them.
Write in the SS book. Write in the notes.
Yes. So even though, yes, textbooks are not supposed to be taken to school,
exactly,
what they are carrying to school are actually workbooks.
But Israel, I don't know. I think it could be some of the schools. We cannot generalize and say every school, every teacher, some teachers, some schools. But from where I said, from the interactions I have with other teachers as a teacher, from the interactions I have with parents, day in and day out, the learners of this age, time of evolve, the learners are becoming lazier, not the teachers, because they spend a lot of time on the phone. They come to school, you are writing and some of them are not writing. And so teachers actually go around. You can ask them. Some teachers go around to inspect the notes and they don't write because they will say they've got textbooks in the house. Yes. When it comes to teachers, for me, I'm personal about it because it looks like parents are always pushing the blame on the teachers, and you cannot do that because as a 4-way affair. The parents have got a role to play, the teacher has got a role to play, the child has got a role to play, and the government. And so 4 legged stool, the seat you're sitting on, the legs are 4. You cannot bring out one person that they have become lazier. Thank you.
Yes. So let me come in from Naka's point.
Please. Once I have somebody who hasn't spoken before, I want us to pass on the microphone to him.
There's a lady to the back there.
Mention your name and.
My name is Kelvin, and this is the first time I'm hearing that the textbooks are not to be taken to school.
Yeah.
Teachers actually force students to bring it to school.
Which teachers? Okay, hold on. Which textbook? Because there's this book that's supposed to be a textbook, but apparently it's a workbook. So the textbooks you're talking about, are they books that you write in them?
No.
Okay.
The normal textbooks that we use in the classrooms, like the teachers used to teach us.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can force you to bring them for inspections, and sometimes they will force you to just bring the parents.
So forcing you to bring them for inspection, meaning that they want to be sure that the books they told you to go and buy, you've bought them.
And it's not only that. It doesn't end there. Sometimes you have to bring it to school every day.
Okay.
So sometimes our bags were heavier than even we could carry and things.
I can see you are quite macho, so it means the
No, he's been working out.
Yeah, so I think...
Yeah, speak up.
So if this thing can be known to the teachers, so that at least before I could contribute, I was finding out from them, and they were all confirming that it's still there. Teachers ask them to bring the textbooks alongside their workbooks and exercise books.
I'm surprised that.
I see.
So again, this is something that NACA would have to take action.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that, one, to correct my brother there, NACA doesn't develop textbooks. So we only develop curriculum.
Hold on. I hear the whispering.
They are whispering.
What are you saying? Whatever it is you're saying, let's hear it.
Be courageous. Come on. Say it.
Yeah.
For the workbook, we don't take it home. We keep it in the schools, in our cardboard.
These are the textbooks.
But do you have workbooks for every subject?
No, please.
Yes.
Some subjects.
Yes.
So let's be specific, because I don't like generalization.
JHS2.
So this is JHS2.
Yes.
How about basic level?
But so it means it's not across.
Basic level. This is JHS level. Sorry, JHS level is different. Basic level
is also different.
It's different.
Okay.
Yes. So I was saying that.
But are you done with your points?
Okay. We don't develop textbook. We only develop curriculum and assessment standard. The publishers develop textbook. So you have different publishers in the space. That's why you see different books with different inscriptions and different names of publishers and all that. But those books are supposed to be submitted to NACA for assessment and approval before they hit the market. So as a parent, you have to check the book that you are going to buy should be approved by NACA. Now, we're talking about research. We are saying that teachers are now facilitators. They should now introduce the lesson, guide the learners, put them into groups or maybe individuals or whatever, and allow them to perform the activity, to understand. In fact, we have shifted from objective-based curriculum to standard-based curriculum, where learners are supposed to construct their own knowledge and understanding about the concept that has been introduced to them.
And so
allow them to practice what they have been taught. So the fact that a teacher is asking a learner to go and research, even research is recommended by NACA as part of an advanced pedagogy that needs to be embraced.
Yeah.
So we have moved from teacher-centered learning. We have moved. Yes, let me land. We have moved from teacher-centered learning, where the teacher is a stage on the stage, to learner-centered, where the children are fully involved in everything that goes on in the class.
Yes. So they can.
I'm not against that. I'm talking about the age.
Yes, so I'm coming. They can be asked to go and research on a concept and then bring their views to the next lesson.
Not the lower class, not the lower primary.
And again,
the lower primary is doing it.
And again, listen.
Class 2, class 3.
Aside developing curriculum, before we develop curriculum,
you can hear from the parents. The parents are saying that the lower primary is not supposed to be for the lower primary, but it's happening.
So research on the internet.
In fact, even the KG, we have introduced digital literacy and coding, even at the KG level. So we don't expect that there is that gap. When they start, the foundation is laid and they continue from there. So if we're introducing a digital literacy, if we're introducing a coding, even at the a KG level, it's not a bad idea. But just that the content and what they'll be doing in respect to coding may be minimal. So they build
it may be a play-based learning.
Yeah, so they build on as they advance to other levels. Now, you are talking about 8 subjects, 7 subjects we have to do. Like I'm saying, we don't just do anything in a vacuum. Before we develop, there's what is called needs assessment. You have to do needs assessment. You evaluate to see the gaps. And I'm saying that we interview about 300 learners across the country, and about 95% of them said that they are okay with the 8 subjects. So
we know what they want.
In fact, listen.
They are children.
No. You don't say you know what they want. We interview parents. We interview teachers. In fact, we interview all the key stakeholders. And the evidence that we got was what we used to what informed us to develop this, review this curriculum. And what I'm saying is that, backed by evidence, learners don't have any problem studying 9 subjects. Just that the subject that we have prescribed comes with a timetable. So, for example, if it is Monday and they have 5 subjects, you as a parent, because at that level they don't know, guide them, let them select the subject, the books for the subject they have in a day, and even put it in their bag, rather than carrying the whole thing on their back. That one will definitely have effect on them.
So that's another education that's been giving.
No, but a quick one before you go on. Doc, I beg to differ, but if the sample size was 300 for the whole country, Doc, that's one day.
Listen to me.
300 sample size.
Yes.
300.
300.
No.
Please. No, please listen to me. When I say 300 sample size, I said that we interviewed different stakeholders. So you have teachers 300, you have learners 300. That's what I said.
You said 300.
I said different stakeholders, and I made reference to only the learners.
All right, we're going to take a break on the show. We've been having a conversation about education and the cost of education, and the parents have raised their concerns. The NACA has also spoken, sought to address the concerns. One of the key things that stands out is that NACA is saying that from September, when the schools reopen, they are going to clamp down on the numerous textbooks or workbooks parading as textbooks unapproved by NACA. And they're also going to go after the schools that are recommending these non-approved books. And they're saying that they're promising that they're going to take action. We're looking forward to that happening. We've talked, I believe at this point, we've pretty much settled on the issue of textbooks. But you have other concerns as concerned parents. So when we return from the break, we'll look at these other concerns. We're taking a break here on Prime Morning. We'll be back in a bit. Don't go away.